Thank you very much. Let's put our hands again. Okay. DJ Richard would like to give a small announcement.
Wasp Digital's launch event with Console Connect, an occasion that brought together masters and experts in IT and digital data storage, has been held in Accra.
Honestly, it's really wonderful to be with you all here. And I mentioned it in the introduction. It's actually quite a humbling experience for me, and I'm suffering with a little bit of imposter syndrome. With such esteemed guests and speakers, gives us a real opportunity to showcase Console Connect and the partnership with Wasp. And we're really keen to work a bit closer with the enterprise market in region and really enable and progress and expedite the digital transformation in the region.
The event, under the theme Bridging the Digital Divide, Empowering Africa Through Innovation and Technology, Connecting Networks, Clouds, Data Centers and Businesses, had speakers take turns to address some challenges in storing digital information and also highlighted the need to leverage on technology.
There won't be mobile companies in 10 years' time. It will be called something else, because they will be performing functions that are a great deal wider than voice. Voice is just data. You know, I speak to my wife, while I've been here, what do I ring her on? I don't ring her on a mobile number, I ring her on WhatsApp. How does WhatsApp work? It works on data. So the market is changing and regulation somehow has to kind of catch up with that. So that was just a little insert, because this is a topic which I would go on a lot about. So digital plumbing, what we're really talking about is carrier-neutral data centres. And the carrier-neutral data centres are a bit like airports. So you've got all these data centres, carrier-neutral data centres all over Africa. And let's take an example. So there's a data centre owned by Digital Realty in South Africa called Terrico. Now, so whether your data is coming from Shanghai or London or New York, your data goes whiz, 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 whiz all the way down the fibre, gets to Terrico. Oh goodness, there's actually a Beninese telecom company has a peering arrangement there. So boom, off it goes off up to West Africa. Because it's like you arriving as a passenger and connecting on a flight. And you can go anywhere. So long as there's a connection, you can go anywhere. What does this do? Provided
the thing about it is that the African challenge is different from what you're seeing in the West. So the West, they don't have all the people they need, so they are looking at a lot more automation that takes the people out. We also have our peculiar challenges that will require technology to be able to deal with. Look at what happened when COVID hit us in the educational sector. And so you then would be the last person to say, we don't need digital transformation to ensure that my son has the same opportunity as the person living in any part of the world. So I think that for us, we stand a very good opportunity of riding on the back of the fourth industrial revolution to actually bridge the developmental gap. If we are able to ride on that, and what has happened with COVID is that it's almost lowered, the barriers for us, and we are able to also go into that space. The thing about it is that there's a lot more that we need to do. There's a lot more that we can take advantage of with all that is happening.
Speaking exclusively to Adwa News, Louis Richards, Vice President of Partnerships and Alliance for Console Connect, explained how Ghana can bridge the digital divide.
I think generally speaking, the amount of data now that is being pushed from data centers or headquarters or multinational enterprise bases into the cloud is humongous. We're seeing peak shifts of bandwidth from 100 meg all the way up to a gig, which is a large amount of data to be sending into the cloud. There's definitely an enablement and education piece that's required for success with that. But for the most part, enterprises now need to be looking at security as the bridge to improving and enhancing their network on top of what they already have. I think, generally speaking, the infrastructure, for the most part, is already here in country. I think it's going to take some enablement, some education, and I think that's how Ghana progress faster than other countries within Africa. I think, as I've mentioned, there are lots of data center organizations, there are lots of telco providers within region that you can leverage, and also a digital software software-defined network digital platform that is now available to Ghanaian enterprises to connect in and out of country, but to public but also private clouds.
Nana Kwame Socrates for Adwa News.